Hi guys, welcome back to the False Nine podcast here with episode 119, end of a season.
Season finale, last episode here.
Last episode here, literally here. By the time this episode comes out, we'll be 1 week in Texas. And we'll be in Texas by then, and hopefully, if you guys are listening right now, this would be how we announce the announcement that we're in Texas, because I'm not going to post about it or anything. Probably till this podcast comes out.
Yeah.
With the clip and everything.
Honestly, I haven't really said anything to anyone either. I guess just like my closer friends. But nothing to the podcast listeners, you know?
But yeah, the last podcast here at 57 Washington Boulevard.
Here in Mundelein, Illinois.
Apartment 116.
Too much info, bro.
Who the fuck? We're leaving. If you guys don't notice, which most of you guys probably won't, we're wearing the same exact shirt that we were wearing on episode, I believe, 102, not 101. I believe it was 102. I'm wearing my black long sleeve Baylor, and you're wearing your crew neck.
Yeah.
And we just wanted to do it, like, kind of recreate the first episode in that way, because we were just looking over them, and we're like, what the heck? Like, we look kind of weird, you know? I actually felt good looking back at them. Like, damn, we are improving.
Yeah, I could tell right off the bat that I was just super shy and, you know, I didn't know what to say. Sometimes I'm still like that, but yeah. I definitely improved.
It's crazy, man. But, I mean, in this episode, we're kind of just going to go over the last few weeks, months, or episodes.
Okay.
And just kind of describe how you felt, I felt, and what's going to be ahead for us next, you know?
Sure. That sounds good.
I start off by saying, I never thought, I'd probably say this a lot, I never thought we were going to go this far with the podcast.
Yeah.
I never thought we were ever going to be on episode 119. I never thought a year ago from today, 19 episodes in, you know, I never thought that was going to happen.
No, I have the same exact feeling. Honestly, I think when we made our first podcast, I didn't really think about how long we would actually keep this up for.
Yeah, same,
you know?
Same.
I didn't look, I don't know. I was just like, all right, cool. We'll just try to make this every once a week.
Yeah. And
we were just super consistent with it.
Surprisingly.
Yeah.
Surprisingly. We're going to keep saying that because I'm telling you guys, it's hard for us. I mean, I don't know if it's just us or our personalities that we just don't really do the same stuff over and over. It's been really unbalanced. I mean, a lot more lately than ever, I think, at least for me. But yeah, I mean, now 19 episodes in, we're moving to Texas. Do you want to give a brief overview of why?
Of what?
Of why we're moving? I know we talked about it in a small video we made. Okay. But who knows when that video's gonna come out?
Yeah. Oh, but, you know what? I think it was that midweek one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, the first one with the mic.
Yeah. So it was a crazy turn of events, you know. This happened, I think, almost 2 weeks ago already. And I think everything just changed for us within hours, you know.
Yeah,
we didn't expect to get the news. I don't know. It just revolves around news we've heard, I guess, from my landlord.
Yeah.
That just I don't know. Just
it went
switched
from 0 to 100 real quick.
It switched. It messed up our whole day. I wouldn't say messed up our whole day.
It was just in shock,
instant
in disbelief. What the fuck?
It was so instant for us that anyway, crazy turn of events. Literally, in a few hours, we're we have to move. We have to get out of here. What are our options right now?
And we discussed them. I mean, it was either kind of suck it up and be here, or go to Chicago. Or it was hey, I mean, we've always talked about one day going to Texas, and I mean, this could be a good time. And I think it's in our favor, and it kind of just points in that direction.
And then there was a lot of signs, I feel leading to that direction too. But it was just so crazy for me to kind of oh crap, dude, we're actually moving to Texas, and literally, I'm telling you, in just a matter of hours.
I know.
Everything happened for us like that.
Well, yeah, it's crazy how it just happened, and then you're still kind of almost like, nah, it's not true. You know, I even till now I'm just like, damn, is it really gonna happen? I'm still in kind of shock. You know, as much as I want to go back, I'm just kind of like what it might not happen.
Mm-hmm.
But today, kind of packing and doing that, I was like, shit, it is happening. You know, it hit me hard too when we kind of put the shit in my aunt's car.
Yeah.
Because at that point, it's like you really can't go back. You know?
I know. It's just like, oh shit, my bed's already over there. Oh shit, my big ass TV's already over there.
Yeah.
No
I mean, you
turning back.
could, but I mean, it's kind of stupid.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, I don't feel any regret or anything. So I don't know if you might like a sense of regret, like.
I really don't like to think about. I'm not a pessimist. I like to look on the bright side and just be optimistic about things. I never really think about like, oh, I'm gonna regret it. Oh, I'm gonna have to turn back. Like,
Yeah.
no, honestly, I'm still trying to see the bright side in it. You know, I'm still looking for the great opportunities that Texas is gonna provide for us. You know,
And what do you think is gonna be that? You know.
just new experiences, really. I know I know for a fact that I'm gonna feel out of my comfort zone for the first time in a long time,
Yeah.
and I think that'll definitely
It's gonna be weird.
it's gonna be a challenge for me.
Everything's just gonna be weird.
Hmm.
You know.
It is.
But I feel weird going back. Believe it or not, bro. I've been here for 8 months or 9 months. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, July. What's after July? August, right?
June, July. Yeah.
July, August, September, October, November, December. 8 months.
8 months.
8 months and a half.
Mm-hmm.
I never thought I was gonna be here for 8 months. And now I'm telling you, bro. Literally in end of November, beginning of December, I was trying to feel comfortable. Like, oh, okay, I got the hang of this.
Yeah.
It took a minute.
Once we first started, well, I guess when my dad moved out.
Oh, that was kind of weird too.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
we were on our own for the first time.
Yeah, that was a little off for me too. You know, because my routine was going sleeping in the couch and
Yeah.
shit like that.
But yeah, man. Now the move is Texas. But you say you feel weird about it going back.
Yeah.
What's so weird about it?
It's just like I can put it in this perspective how I see it. It's just like when I left Texas, I left a part of me, which was the lazy, undisciplined, comfortable me, just not really thinking that I was doing okay,
Enough.
good. Dude, I mean, when I work out, bro, I'm like, what, am I really doing this right now? Like today I did legs, I literally did the same thing I did the other day.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I can't believe I just did the same thing I did the other day. Still kind of sore.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, I really thought I was doing legs, Even just 4 months ago, I really thought I was hitting it hard, Compared to a year, dude, I went from like you could say right now, I think like right now maybe like at 80% of my potential in the gym, you
Mm-hmm.
know. I think back then, like I was only like at 30, bro.
Wow.
I'm telling you, like it's crazy. And then same thing with like the whole social media and the whole marketing thing I've been doing. I've came a long way because like now I'm just so aware. I'm like learning. I know what to do, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's crazy to think like, oh yeah, I know. I think I do. I was over here thinking this, thinking that. And now that I know, dude, I'm so humble. I'm so chill. I don't say shit. I don't even have my Instagram, bro. Like, it's just like,
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy to think that that I thought I was doing good. Like, kind of what David Goggins says,
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, going back to me, it's going to be like, I got to face that person again. Like that person's going to be waiting for me like, hey, man, welcome back to the comfortness land.
Yeah.
You can get away with doing this, doing
You're
that.
scared of getting comfortable again like that?
It's not that. I'm more scared of the challenge. Because I know I'm not going to, like, get comfortable. I want to know how hard it's going to be to avoid the comfortness.
Oh, okay.
Because I even told myself, I was like, fuck, like, if I get there, I kind of want to wait a while before I go out, and, like, to a bar or something.
Right.
I don't want
No.
to jump into it, like, it's some type of vacation or something.
I'm not treating it like that either, bro.
And
Trust
I was
me.
just like, I need to stay locked in, like, at all times and not...
Yeah.
And not let like, oh, I can skip today, or like, oh, I can go out tonight, or like, oh, we'll change podcast to a different day because we want to go on Saturday nights. Like nah, we should either keep it on Friday, Saturday, or maybe we might have to change it because our schedules, who knows? But it's just like I'm gonna have to face that,
Mm-hmm.
And that's scary. I never thought I was ever gonna like become this person, you know, and now I gotta go back and kind of like the old me has to fight the new me,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just like someone's gonna win, you know.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be a challenge, bro. Like it's gonna be a challenge. I mean, there's gonna be a lot of food that I like there. There's gonna be a lot of distractions, you could say. I mean, just going out in general with my girlfriend.
Friends, family.
Not too much friends, maybe family for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But like, yeah, just those little things I could take my time, you know. Cause right here I'm like, oh, I'm doing all this stuff. Like, I don't got friends. I don't got those type of distractions here.
Yeah.
So that's a challenge for me, and it's scary in a way. Cause even when I first went to Texas, I kind of haunted. I didn't even go to. I went to the gym and I felt like crap. I was like, I don't want to be here. Like I feel the negativity. But I don't know if I let something get to me. But now it's just like, I'm like, man, I'm gonna get to the gym and fuck everybody up. You know?
Yeah.
Or the podcast. Like I can't wait to build relationships and get people on the podcast. But it's gonna be challenging, and it is weird because, like I said, I got comfortable here, so.
Yeah.
I kind of know the roads now. I don't use a GPS as much. When I know where I'm at, kind of, I'll turn it off. And just kind of moving back again. It's just like, damn.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Well, honestly, for me, it kind of excites me. Like, the challenge excites me, right?
Yeah.
The challenge that awaits me. Again, being out of my comfort zone, not feeling like I'm home, you could say. Right? I'm gonna feel like I need to just work extra hard to feel like I earn comfortness, right? Like,
Yeah.
I need to work extra hard to be kind of like okay with sleeping here tonight,
Yeah.
you know? Or I'm gonna have to go to the gym. I don't know. I wouldn't say like the gym and stuff, but I want to make sure. I know for sure I want to take my work, like my, how do I say it? I guess just like how much time and dedication I give to my work. I want to take it to another level when I'm over there.
Yeah.
Like
art?
yeah, like you said, bro. Like you said that you might run into distractions over there. For me, over there are no distractions for me awaiting. You know,
Yeah.
it's literally gonna be me, like against myself in a way.
Yeah.
Like not letting myself like tap out early or anything like that. Like I'm just gonna be just fighting within with myself in a way.
Yeah.
It's gonna be challenging. And there are no distractions for me over there, and that's what excites me. You know, it's just like I have so much. I feel like I'm gonna have a lot more time. I'm gonna be humble as I usually am, and just I don't know. I'm excited for it, bro.
No, that's good.
It's a
I know
scary,
you
like
are.
it's a scary ass feeling at the same
No, it
time.
is.
Though.
I mean, because tell the people. I mean, how long you been in? You can start with like in general Illinois. Your whole
Illinois.
life.
I've been living in Illinois for my whole life.
Okay, as far as I mean, Mundelein.
Mundelein, I've been here for, I think I told you, no, and I was gonna say no, 7 years, 8 years, I think now. Yeah, 8 years.
8 years.
8 years. Mm-hmm.
Yep, and then before that, we were both at like 20 minutes away from here.
Yeah.
And shit, I mean, I couldn't imagine what you're feeling or going through, you know? But I'm pretty sure it's kind of like, whoa.
Yeah, and I kind of compared myself to you, like how you made the sacrifice, what you said.
Yeah.
Like you said, coming over here. It's like, well, now it's kind of my turn to
I
kind
still
of...
laugh about that shit, bro.
Yeah.
That I actually did it.
Yeah, so it's like now it's my turn to kind of do the same for this, you know?
Yeah.
It's just like, well, this is what we're going for. This is what we're gonna work for together. It's just like now it's my turn to do that, and it excites me, bro. Like it really does.
It should.
And well, I know for a fact that we're driving to Texas.
Yeah.
And I'm planning on re-listening to David Goggins again, and I'm hoping that kind of like refuels me, kind of like gets me in the right mindset.
I feel you.
Once we get to Texas, it's just like, okay, motherfucker, like
I think the audio is about 15 hours or 12.
it's perfect.
Yeah.
Fuck it. So I'm
might do the
hoping,
same.
I'm hoping it gets me in that right mindset once I get there, and it's just like, okay, we're back again, you know, and I'm just gonna try so hard.
But again, like I don't know, man. I know it's tricky for you.
Mm-hmm.
What you're like, I don't know what your mind's thinking or going through. Packing and kind of leaving your home behind.
Well, there's a lot. Trust me, dude. There is a lot. Like you said, I mean, not just packing. It's just like the fear of like I told you guys. I try not to think about it, but like the fear of like, what if it doesn't work out? Like what am I gonna do then?
But see, when I think about things like that, it's just like if it doesn't work out, what would it be for you to say like, oh fuck, it didn't work out? What would that be? What would it need to happen for that to be like true?
Truthfully,
Yeah.
not sure, man. I mean, it's just like, well, it's always this, and I know that like I respect like your fam a lot, but it's just like I don't want to feel like a burden to them. Like I feel like I'm just like disturbing or anything like that, or making them feel uncomfortable. That's my biggest fear. It's just like I hope it doesn't come to a point where like I feel bad, and it's just like, oh, like I don't know, just like a cringiness feeling. That's my biggest fear. It's just like for that, if that were to happen, that would be like, I guess like a I don't know, it'd be like a punch in the gut type of feeling.
But I mean, I feel you on that, but like I told you, dude, our mission as soon as we get there is basically like leave my parents' house,
Mm-hmm.
save up some money, find a place
Yeah.
in the south, and I still want to do it by the summer, bro.
For real?
And I think it's possible.
Yeah, man. Just honestly, yeah, that's the way I see it too. It's just like, bro, we just go hard, and I'm telling you, like, I don't even care what kind of job I get. I will get the highest paying job I could possibly get, work my ass off, still do the podcast, still go to the gym, still do graphic designing. Like, I'm gonna take everything seriously, man. And it's just like,
there's gonna be a lot of side gigs over there, bro, because of the people I know.
Exactly, and that too. I'm excited for that too. It's just like the Texas life experience type of thing. That's just what typical Texans do. I feel like in the weekends. It's just like, fuck it. I gotta get used to that too. I'm excited for those things.
Yeah.
But I'm really looking forward to like just grinding, and hoping we get out of there as soon as we can.
It's gonna be interesting. How things turn out, and they might turn out better than we expect, and that's what I'm hoping for. Right now I can't even imagine what it's gonna feel like to be there. I don't know, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm just like, oh, it's gonna feel good. Like I can't even imagine myself eating Whataburger or even Bush-E's or playing soccer over there. I'm just like, I don't know what it's gonna feel like. I just don't know.
Yeah.
Same thing working out in the gym. I don't know if in the gym I kind of gotta feel. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking go harder than ever. I think, because I'm gonna want to like prove myself. But that's just me in my head. But everything else, bro, I'm just like, man, what is it gonna be like going out again? What is it gonna be like playing soccer with them again? What is it gonna be like being with my fam? I don't know what it's gonna feel like. I don't know if I'm gonna be like, man, I'm frustrated, or like, man, like I really enjoy this right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, bro. And that's exciting and kind of scary at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I don't think we're gonna be there long, especially since we're already in Texas, and then we might know some people, or things just might work out for us, and then we head somewhere like Austin. I really want to go to Austin, bro.
Mm-hmm. I do too.
I want to go to Austin, and I think it can happen in a span of fucking 3-4 months, bro. No question. Like,
yeah,
and I'm really shooting for it. I'm like, that's where I want to go, and I want to work hard to get there. Like I really am, bro. And it's
no, same. And the good thing is, like, I feel like, well, I'm gonna have a lot of motivation once I'm over there. I gotta be doing it for my, like, I don't know, for some reason I just really want to make myself proud, for something.
Yeah,
something big.
I mean, it's gonna be a big deal because you're gonna be like, I did it.
Yeah.
Like I really did it.
Yeah.
I think that's how I feel about me moving over here. I was like, I did something.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't feel as, I don't think it feels as good as it could be, because I didn't have to work, like physical work, or labor work to get here. I just had to pack some shit and sacrifice my emotions. That was it. But I haven't had a point where I put in the work, like work, and I deserve it. I don't think I've had that feeling besides a soccer game.
What soccer game?
I'm saying like a soccer game in general. Like, okay. I worked, like I practiced for it, and I wanted to win. But I'm talking about, let's say we work hard and we do the podcast, whether we make money through the podcast or marketing or your illustrations. Who the fuck knows what's gonna happen, you know?
Right.
Or is it just gonna be from working like 7 days a week, you know? I'm telling you, bro, we're gonna be working 7 days a week over there. Like maybe the first 2-3 weeks we might not, but as soon as it gets warm, then there's no question. And I'm telling you, I want to get a drone, you know, and the people want to see my edit to my drone. They're gonna be like, hey man, you know. And who the fuck knows where that's gonna go?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just like, dude, we're gonna be working every day, you know. And it's just like when I get to move out, and I actually get to pick, or we get to pick the apartment. I get to buy my furniture. I get to do all that shit. That's gonna be like, I fucking did it. You know, like I fucking earned this shit. And when I get my RS, I'm like, I fucking earned that. I fucking worked hard for it. You know what I mean? You know, and that's exciting. And I think same for you. You know, I don't know what's been your biggest accomplishment to this day, but when that happens, that has to be definitely one of your top 2, or if not top 1.
It's gonna be the top.
Because you making the sacrifice is a big thing, but I mean, we got to see where it's gonna take you. Now, if it takes you there, then it's gonna be like, yeah, I fucking did that shit. And I got a taste of that a little bit here, and it feels good, bro. You know, and I'm excited. That's why I was like, I'm fucking gonna go back there. I'm gonna fuck shit up in Texas, you know. And who the fuck knows? I'm telling you, bro. I don't even know how. We're gonna be busy, and like I said, I don't know if the podcast is gonna pop off.
Yeah.
I don't know if marketing's gonna pop off. I don't know. Who the fuck knows? You know, what if we get a $5,000 stimmy and we invest on Dodgy and now we're fucking rich as fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, you just never... who the fuck knows what's going to happen? And that's what's so exciting.
I heard there is a third stimulus check.
Oh, you're going to come out with it. They just had to agree how much.
Okay.
You know?
Fingers crossed I get it this time.
But we're fucking... I'm excited. I'm nervous. I'm a little scared, but... I think most of all, I'm really excited. I'm just like, man, who the fuck knows what's going to happen over there? Because I was like, the work I'm doing here, I never was like that over there. So I was like I'm going to be happier. I'm going to be more, I think, more motivated. And more like kind of just more energy, like more light in me, bro, you know? Not so like heartless type of way. You know, I'm going to be more loving.
Yeah.
You know? And who knows what that's going to do combined with hard work. If it's going to drive me more or it's going to distract me more. You know?
like that, yeah.
But I think it's going to motivate me in more, but I don't know how much. And that's just like, ooh, you know? I
know.
It's just like, where's this going to go?
Yeah. For me, bro, I know, I guess like, I had a tough last week. Right? Like, yeah. I lost. Well,
you can say it now.
Bro, I got fucking fired on Monday for coming in late, you know? And that's on me.
Yeah, you can't be mad.
I can't be mad at that. It was my fault, right? And I was already on a tight rope with them. Yeah. And they were just like, "You're sorry, man. Like, you know, you came in late. That was your last straw. Like, you gotta go home."
I will say this though, like they let you go so easily too because I mean it was an agency.
Yeah.
So a work agency. So yeah.
So it's like whatever. They didn't. I was just another body for them. Fuck it. So I was just I don't know. I kind of went home like kind of upset and like confused. I'm like, why did that happen? Obviously, I knew why it happened, right? Like it was my fault, but I was just like, why?
Like right now.
Why now? Why right before I have to fucking leave in literally 2 weeks? And I was kind of relying on this next paycheck. Like, why? Why? Is it a challenge? What is it?
Yeah.
It was so hard for me that week, bro. And even since then, you know, I've been kind of taking it easy. Kind of soaking in the moments, the memories I've had here. And trying to make the most of the time that I have left here as well. It's just like I have to make the most out of it before I leave, because I know that once I'm there, once I'm in Texas, bro, like we've said it before, bro, that refresh button's it's gonna be there and I'm gonna hit it.
Yeah,
it's gonna be like a brand new life. Like
we're gonna get there, we're gonna go to sleep, and we're gonna sleep in. Mm-hmm. You know, but I'm gonna be like, yo, you know, let's get ready for the gym. That's the first thing we're gonna do when we're over there.
I'm gonna be like, let's fucking go.
And then the whole gym session is going to be the process of the refresh.
Dude, that's going to scare me. You know why? I've never been to a gym in Texas, and then it's just gonna be like, holy shit, I'm in a gym in Texas.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh fuck, and that's when it's gonna hit me. It's gonna be like, bro, you're really here. Like, bitch, you live here now.
Yeah, I mean, because the gym is part of your everyday routine, so you're like, oh, this is gonna be it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That refresh button, man.
The gym's, and it's gonna hit me too. I'm like, you're back. You know, you're back. And I'm like, oh shit. You know? But I mean, what are we on? 26. You were saying how, you got fired and it was kind of distracting.
Right.
And then that refresh is gonna start. I guess now I will ask you this. Now that you kind of know what's gonna happen in the next few months, what are your, like, I guess you could say, like, goals for, like, the year? Because I don't think there's no doubt that we're gonna be in Texas for the rest of the year.
Okay. I want to have a sustainable, like, stable
Income.
For sure.
And do you want that by work or grind or how?
Honestly, I thought about it. I'm like, I'm not really sure. I don't want to say work because I'm tired of working.
Yeah.
Bitch, I'm only 22, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't care, but like, I would rather make it kind of like on my own.
Yeah.
Say like either podcast or graphic designing, kind of like that. Not working for someone, working for myself would be nice. I know that'd be tough for this year, but sure, that's my goal.
I know why you had this.
Yeah, for
yeah.
Fuck, what was the question?
Like, what are your goals?
My goals. Yeah, so just to keep a stable income, bro, for I guess for the year, or like just something stable, like consistent. And dude, like, how many jobs did I go through last year? I know, fuck, I got fired twice. I got laid off once, and then I quit once. I went through like 4 jobs last year.
Yeah.
So I mean, something that'll just keep me happy. I mean, it may not keep me happy, but just something stable at
Consistent.
least. Yeah.
I want the same. Some consistent income.
Right.
That I'm happy with.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. Because my biggest thing now, my biggest regret, I'm like, fuck, man. Like, I'm like a couple thousand that I got to pay off credit cards, right? And I'm like, man, I wish those thousands were worth to, like, in ads or something like that. That's my biggest regret. I'm like, man, I really wish those $1,000, like, a couple $1,000 were into those. Maybe like 20% of those 1,000 was like towards like what I'm doing with marketing and for video. And I was like, man, I could have bought a drone, could have bought a better camera, a better table, could have got the mics tuner, could have had the lights already, dude. All that shit we need, or that I think I need at least, including it's probably like $1,500, with this mic. You want some better mic? Maybe it's like 2,000. But I'm like, fuck. I wish I would have got a couple $1,000 back and could just invest it back in the biz, bro. I didn't realize how important that was. I was like, man, all the money I get back, when I can like start saving up like that, it's gonna go just straight to the false 9. I'm telling you, dude. Once we save up after like a couple months or who knows, weeks, it's just like, hey Johnny, let's start putting money aside for some merch. Let's plan on buying some hoodies and talking to people, see who can do it. And we'll buy only like 20 or 15, or maybe only $1,000 worth of hoodies, or maybe shirts because the summer's gonna come up. Who the fuck knows? And it's just like, and let's try to sell them just through like word of mouth and just posting it. No, not any advertising, like paid advertising. And then like I'm gonna be like, let's start saving up. I wish like I had money for that. It's just like that, bro. I'm like, fuck, all that money that I gotta pay back. And it was all on bullshit. Who the fuck knows what,
Yeah, for me, it's more like sustainable income as well, because, obviously I have big payments.
Yeah.
Fucking car. Oh, I hate it. But just that, getting, I don't know, just not being so stressed and worried about things like that anymore, Like, I just want to worry about, I want to say being happy more.
I feel you on that.
That's what I really want to focus on. Like, I don't know. I want to say money like comes and goes, right? But I don't know. Maybe my goal should be just being happy. But I guess money is happiness, right?
In the form of let me get one.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
I wouldn't say money is happiness, but I think money gets rid of certain stress that lets you focus on other things that makes you happy. You know?
That's true.
But I mean, and I don't know, in some form or way, money can bring some form of happiness. You know, maybe not directly, but dude, somehow.
Yeah, I mean, you have something to kind of just like lean back on, and you're being comfortable.
Because I mean, I honestly believe it's like, man, if people had their cars paid for and the rent paid for, what would you do? You know, if you didn't have to work. You know, I think as a person, you know, you might be lazy for a few weeks. You know. But I think about 60% of those people are going to realize, like, fuck. Like, I got all this money. I want to do something.
Mm-hmm, you know? That makes them happy.
And it's just like, okay, I did like music, you know, or I did art. You know, and they'll try and do something. Whether they fail and keep trying, that's a different story. Mm-hmm. But they'll want to do something. And they might be happy for a little bit, you know. But then it might suck, you know, and it's going to be up to you whether you want to push it or not. But yeah, money gets rid of a lot of fucking problems.
It does.
You know. I will say that, but I can't. I don't know. I can't wait till we get there, and who the fuck knows? I mean, honestly, I tell myself, like, man, I hope I get to start working that same fucking week I get there. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's gonna happen. Well, if I transfer it, it will, but if not, shit, second week, who the fuck knows? But
I'm hoping for first week, but definitely second week already started.
But I mean, first weekend, we'll probably have some shit to do. No question. You know, that's why I want to get my drone too, man. Fucking, I'll make that money back in like 2 weeks.
This guy.
I swear to God, I know people, and I just make a few edits, just post them here and there. I'm like, hey man,
yeah,
you make me this, yeah,
no $50.
$50 for a little video, you know. Chop it up. That'll take me about maybe an hour and a half to get it ready. Easy peasy, you know. But anyways. I don't even know what the fuck we're saying. But I know we're talking about money.
Yeah.
Oh, I was asking, like, you know, what your goals
were.
Yeah. So you said you want some consistency, stable. Yeah. Anything else besides that?
Well, dude, just moving out again from your parents' place, you know. I think even when that happens, we're gonna be taking, like, I don't know, I guess we'll be on another level then too.
Oh, we would have to be, yeah.
You know,
we would have to be a level where, like, hey, we have the money
now
and a little bit extra.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a time. That's gonna be a good time when that happens, you know. But fuck, man.
But you know what, I'm kind of relating what we're going through right now. Like, I'm relating us to our parents. I guess, like, the sacrifice that they had to make for moving to Mexico, I guess.
Yeah.
Really. I know we're not necessarily doing the exact same thing where, I mean, obviously our parents have, like, they both have helped us a lot, you know, and we're even headed back to your parents' place and we're not, like, paying full rent or anything like that. But I feel like we're doing that. I feel like I'm doing that in the same way. I'm trying to relate to them.
Yeah.
Like that. Like, hey, like, we're actually, you know, like, we're moving because we're sacrificing something to make something out of ourselves, to make something out of for our future, you know.
And one thing that I know that a lot of people are gonna think are gonna be like, oh, they moved back because they didn't have nowhere else to go, you know. And I don't want to talk about that too much because, like, I know deep down, like, we made a choice where, like, dude, we can, like, put ourselves through some fucked up shit and do it. Is it gonna be worth it? Who the fuck knows? Probably not. And that's why we made the decision. I was like, dude, we go back home. Well, we go back to my place. We save a lot of money, and then we kind of do something, pick something, and go somewhere where we really want to go. Not be forced to just suck it up just because some form of pride, you know.
I know what you mean, because we definitely could have stayed here. We knew the consequences. We knew that the fucking rent was gonna go up. We knew that we had it. The thing is, like, we would have had to stay here for another year, you know. And we really thought about it. We're like, dude, a year? Like, you want to do that? I was like, I really don't.
Yeah, I was like, fuck.
I really don't. And I'm like, okay, well, what about Round Lake, Grace Lake, a few miles away? Still not a good idea.
And I was just like, fuck that, bro. You know.
It's just it didn't feel right. And then we also compared Chicago to Texas.
I was kind of surprised by that decision by us,
because you would assume I'm more favorable of Chicago, right?
and I wanted to go to Chicago when I first got here, you know.
Yeah, but here's the thing, like, I thought about the nights. For some reason, I just think about the nights in Texas. For some reason, I love the nights in Texas compared to the nights in Chicago.
Damn, see, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you want to know why?
Why?
The stars. I always think about that, bro. I always think about the stars when I'm, I guess, at night in Texas. But that's not necessarily why. It's just like, also Chicago, I've never lived there either. I've never, I don't visit it that often as much either.
I'm surprised that I didn't either.
Traffic is a bitch over there, transportation at least. And in Texas, you know, like, I've had a few vacations over there. I visited you many times, and I like it. I've never had a single complaint about it, other than it's hot.
Yeah.
And that it's super flat over there.
Yeah.
You know,
no
those are my only complaints about it. Other than that, man, it's just like, I don't know. I was just more favorable of Texas over Chicago.
Yeah, it was kind of like, I was like, man, I hope he says Texas and not Chicago. You know.
Yeah.
Cause I was already kind of like checked out on Chicago. I was like, no, I'm not going to Chicago. Like, I don't want to. As much as I want to like live that city life, like I do, but not here.
I don't think we were ready either. And if we were to go to Chicago, I don't think we'd be able to afford something like.
We would have to move somewhere so bad.
Yeah.
So bad.
Yeah.
You know, like we wouldn't even go to Chicago. Like if we stayed here, we would stay here.
Yeah.
You know, cause it's an easy thing to do. You know. But it's just like, you know, rent. It was gonna suck, you know, and like, and I'm very happy that I didn't, that I thought about it and I was like, look, fam, you can stay here and say you're making it and say you're doing this and doing that, and you're in Chicago, you're living you're on your own, but you know damn well you ain't gonna be you're not gonna be happy at all, zero, you know. Because you're gonna be so fucking busy working and trying to make sure that you're okay. Yeah. You know? And I was like, why would you do that? You know?
So that's why you chose Texas too?
Yeah. I was like, dude, go to Texas. You know, try and transfer. Try and get a job in sales, because that's what I want to do now. And it's like, and just bust your ass off. And all the money that you were wasting like an idiot when you were at your parents' house, save that fucking money. And get the fuck out. I could have left to Austin before I moved here, just from working maybe 3 months and saving up, bro. Like, that's how much money like I didn't wait. Like, I could have saved, you know. And it's just like, that's why I'm so like, I'm like, dude, it's so, I'm not saying it's easy, but if you really work hard, you'll see profits that go up, like not crazy but pretty good, you know. You just gotta know people and work, be down to work and do shit. But it's just like, I don't know, like I just wanted to bring that up because I feel like I'm not gonna say who, but someone like I talked to and they're close to me. I felt like they didn't really. They're like, oh, like, you know, you're coming here, you need to figure your shit out. I'm like, what the fuck you saying, bro? Like I'm making a smart choice here, as far as I think so. You know, I made a smart choice coming back home, saving up some money. You know, I just don't want to fucking put myself through some shit and then not be happy. Like, this is not what I want. You know, I have a choice to decide what I want to do. It's just like, what do you want to do? You know, like you choose. You don't let your pride choose. Don't let your ego choose. Don't let your emotions choose. Like, you decide what's best. And we had a conversation and we decided Texas was the best thing to do. Whether we go to Texas and have a good time, and then maybe we're like, you know what, bro, let's go to Chicago. You know, and if that happens, like, that means that we've talked about it and things are going well for us and we can go back to Chicago. I doubt it, but it could happen. You know, or we can go somewhere else. You know, who the fuck knows? But yeah, that's what I see the opportunity of going to Texas. It's just like, you're in Texas. you're in this grind mentality. You're working hard. You're saving up some money, and it's just like now you have more options where you actually want to go and be happy. And it's just like, hey, you're good. Say, hey Johnny, how much you got saved up, or what you got going on? I say, hey man, well this, hey that. Like, you down to move yet, or are you ready to start looking? This is once those times come, it's just like this decision that we made now got us there. Whether it takes 6 months or a year, but yeah, I think it's a good decision we're going to make, and it feels right. It just feels right. Like it makes sense. I don't know how it makes sense, but it just does.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just like my whole room situation. I'm not gonna say what's going on, but the whole room situation you guys are gonna see. It's like it makes sense. When I was telling my girl, when
I know what you're talking about.
When I was telling my girlfriend about it, and I was like, yo, when I was in my room and I was doing this on that, I would always sleep and I'd be like, why the fuck did I do this for? Like I was like, dude, because I was so dedicated to it. When the things came in the mail, I got them. I saved them. And I was so careful. I opened it right in the middle, and I took out the staple super carefully. I didn't want the thing to mess up. And I think...
I think you could just say it.
No, I don't want to.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. I'll explain it to them later. I don't want to say it. I want to keep it a surprise. But I would just be so fucking careful. And when I would rip them, bro, I would be like, fuck. Or when you're in my room, I don't know if you heard me say it, I'm like, don't fucking lean on the wall,
Mm-hmm.
or be careful, constantly. I give a little hint, but that's how you get in people. And it's just like, I'm just like, and I'm telling you, bro, I would go to sleep and I'm like, why the fuck did I do this? There's been plenty of times I just wanted to rip it off because I was so mad, so disappointed in myself. And I was like, man, fuck this shit. And I always stop myself, like, no. Like, this means a lot to you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, but it does. And it means a lot to me, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it really does. And I'm just like, whoa, shit. Like, what if that's destiny, fam?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what if that's the reason why this takes off?
So, just to kind of make it clear to the audience, like, it's a decoration, you could say.
Fuck it, we'll say it.
It's a decoration. Let's just say it's a decoration. Okay? And it's going to improve the podcast quality, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It'll look great. And I can't wait for it, bro. We're going to have a nice setup. The lights.
The lighting's going to be a lot better because we have a window.
Lighting. Yeah, dude. Yeah. It's going to be great. And
the room's white.
The room's white. I'm pretty sure even, like, the energy there's just going to be different,
Yeah. It's going to be exciting. But... it's just like I had a moment and I was like, fuck, like that's meant to be, the false line and that's meant to be. And I was like, who the fuck would have thought that one day, we were going to record a podcast in my room, and my room was going to be like basically themed out as a podcast room, and perfectly. We don't got to do nothing.
We don't.
Just got to rearrange some shit and put a table there.
Yeah.
That's it. And I'm like, that's fucking crazy,
Yeah.
It blows my mind, bro. And I till this day, I can't imagine the feelings, bro. Like I'm trying to, like I set it up and I was like, damn, like looking at the setup, I can't imagine it. Like I can't do it. I'm just like, that's not gonna happen. It's weird. It's so weird to me, but it's exciting because it is gonna happen. But it's just, man, it's too good to be true.
Yeah.
But shit, it's exciting, bro.
It's good.
I know I asked you about your goals. So what, your only goals is kind of consistency and moving out? Or do you have anything else in mind?
Just becoming a better person. I think even humbling myself even more. And I guess getting to know myself even more. I'm telling you, man, it's going to be a challenge within myself.
How much do you think you've how do you say it? Like, how much do you think there's in you? Like, how much is there in you that you don't even know that's
like
there?
The potential?
Yeah, how much do you think you've tapped in there? How much?
Like percentage?
Yeah, out of 100.
Oh, God, I want to say like 40%. I've only tapped into myself like 40%.
What about a year ago? How much do you think you've tapped from the growth you had just last year?
All right, last year,
Like literally a year ago.
A year ago from today.
February,
and you're my dad's birthday.
After your dad's birthday.
20%.
20%.
To my full potential.
You thought.
I thought because I did have a good job, you know. I was making decent money. It was the most I've ever made at a job. But all I would do after work is just sit home, play video games, smoke weed. So I have no shame in that, bro. But I mean, that's just who I was.
20%.
20%, and now I'm at 40%. I mean, now I don't have a job.
I don't think you're at 20% then. I'd say more like 50. I mean,
back then?
No. I'm saying you were 20, but I don't think you've only. I think your growth has been like 30 or 25, 30.
Okay,
I don't know who you were before. Like you know, I've only got to recognize maybe 2 weeks of it, because I mean, you kind of picked up real quick.
Yeah.
You know. It's not like you were like, oh, no, fuck you.
Yeah.
And like, okay, bet. And we kept doing more and more real quick, you know. And I'm surprised by that, but I think, 25, 30%.
I can see that. I'll give myself a 50% then, as of now, reaching my full potential. But, I mean, even now, like, dude, I don't have a job compared to a year ago now.
That's true.
But I do have a podcast. I do have something I'm pretty passionate about.
But you figured out yourself.
A little bit more.
A
little bit more. I love myself a lot more.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to think about. Even for a guy, just in general, guys loving themselves. But I really do. You know, it's just like, dude, like, I don't know.
With confidence?
Confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
That's
it's
good.
just all those little things, you know, about yourself. I mean, like, where you start getting to know more about yourself, you start falling in love with, you know.
No, I feel that. It's super important, bro. You know, you're like, oh, I like this. Like, oh, you know what? I don't like that. I'm gonna stay away from that. You know.
Yeah.
And that's okay too. You know, there's nothing wrong with it. And it's just like you start doing the shit you do like. It makes you happy.
Yeah.
And it's to the point where like when shit sucks or you don't want to do it, it's just like you still do it.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like right after this podcast, I gotta stay up a little bit. You know. And I want to wake up in the morning, you know, and because I got a lot of shit to do for the False 9 this week. And it's just like, you know, and it's not like, man, it's going to suck. I'm excited of the results that could happen for the False 9.
Right.
And I think that's what happens when you start to do things that makes you happy. Like, I think the reason why you're so happy is because when people say it sucks, like, you kind of see through the suck. You're like, oh, it sucks, but like, you know, like I like it. You know, even when you're sleepy or whatever. But it's super important. It's super important.
Yeah. So, I mean, that is, I guess, one of the other things, too. Is just finding my potential. What
did you have to do, you think, to get to that other 25 to 30%? What did you think you have to do? Was it difficult? Was it... What was that like?
From where I was, where I am now?
What did you do from 20 to 50? What did you have to do? Or what did you do?
I still made sacrifices.
Yeah.
You know, I guess like letting things go. Obviously, I let a lot of things go. Just laziness, video games.
That's true. We don't play as much.
Yeah. What else? I was gonna say, like, I don't want to be too detailed. Like, just like.
You don't have to be too detailed.
But like, I know. But just like, even things that were holding me back, you know, from feeling like, I don't know, just stopping me from becoming who I wanted to be. I mean, I could even say like my relationship with my dad even had to change, you know, for me to become who I am now. I kind of had to kind of move forward without him. I felt like, that's just like an example, but just big sacrifices like that. I can't think of anything else. I mean, the gym? Shit, the audiobooks have helped me a lot.
Yeah.
Those were like the major things that helped me.
Those drives, bro.
The Amazon drives,
Amazon things are gonna be legendary.
I know. It's just like those little van thoughts. Like, bro, you're with it's just you, yourself, and your fucking brain. And who else are you gonna talk to? You know, it's just like, bro, I don't know. Like, I just had a lot of moments where I was just in pure silence with myself, and I'm like thinking about my life, thinking about, I don't know, literally everything, bro.
It's crazy.
those are big game changers for me.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
Mhm.
It's good.
It is good. I'm happy that those things happened. I'm happy. I'm happy where I am today.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. And like I said, the most exciting part is it's just like, like you know you're not at your full potential yet. You know.
I know. Yeah.
You're like, I don't know. Like it's just like, it's just I don't know, bro. It's like, at least for me right now, it's just like, I know, what I'm capable of. You know, I know what I can do. You know, it's just like now just pushing the limits. It's just like I know what I want to do. I know like how I want to work out, or I think I do. You know, as far as right now, I feel confident when it comes to workout. I know what I need to do to lose some weight or even gain weight. It's like, you know, those fucking chips been sitting there for a minute. I'm just like, fuck you, you know, and I'm just like, fuck, you know, and just I ate better this week. You know, just little things like that that I know that I'm aware of. You know, shit that's good for me. Or like today, or last night, I was like, I should go to sleep. I'm tired. You know, call the podcast off, and wake up at a good time and just get ahead. And I did, surprisingly, but I did. But it's just like, I guess from pushing myself and kind of just like being curious, like, I wonder what happens if I do this, you know, for a while, or I wonder if I do that for a while. Like, what happens? You'll know, and it leads to, you know, doing my video edits, to not wanting to get a drone, or at least to this mic for the podcast. I never thought that we were gonna be in the podcast, but it's just constantly just pushing and pushing and pushing. You know, that gets you to that like happiness, or like, oh shit, like I like this. You know, it's weird. It's really weird. But
Anything you're looking forward to? Like, do you think okay? Now let me ask you now. What percentage are you at right now?
I think I'm like I think I'm more like 65. I don't want to say 70, but I say 65.
65.
Yeah.
Going to Texas, is it gonna go higher?
Yeah, I think like 85.
Okay.
You know, I think, but I guess you could say like my 100% would be making money. You know, I think making at least 6 figures on my own. You know, moved out with the RS. That's 100%. Making about 100 plus K in Austin and the RS. That's my 100%. And I think I'm about 65 to 70% there. You know, and hopefully a 6-pack too. That's 100%. You know,
100%. Okay.
I could be at 90 fucking 7 because I could be like at 95 because of my 6-pack. That would stop me.
Yeah.
From 100. But that would be my 100%, and I think I'm pretty close now. But I think I could say I was like maybe at 30 when I moved here. You know, I had a little bit more of gym experience, and I also had a lot more, and I don't say this in a bad way, but I had a lot more motive.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, like motivation
to want to like do the whole social media stuff and whatever, you know.
Right.
But that was about it, you know. I was still kind of like, I was more lost though than content. I was confused, lost, sad, not too sad, but confused. And then I had to kind of just gather everything and figured it out. And like I said, it's still one of the proudest things I've done, you know. It's moving and figuring myself out and putting myself through this shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, fuck, dude, when I go to Texas, I don't even know. Like, I don't even know, like, what my goal would want. I don't know, bro, because I want the False 9 to definitely get a little bit more popular. I don't know how popular. Because this podcast shit, bro, it's going to take a minute. It's going to take about a few years to get it at, like, where we have a type of following, you know?
Exactly.
You can say at the end of the year, we have maybe 700 to 1,000 views or listens, you know, every episode, which would be amazing, you know. I mean, the year after that, maybe it can grow from 1,000 to 5,000, you know. And then I think that second year, in my head, it could blow up faster or later. It's just like 5,000 to who the fuck knows where.
Yeah.
But definitely the False 9, sell some merch, and then also for me to start making a full-time income on my own. I really want to, I think now that I'm more real with myself, I want to make like, you know, 60 to 70K, this year with, I say 60, more like 50, 60, full time on the computer. You know, whether it's marketing or social media or video edits. I don't know. But I want that's like I was like I need to try and hit that. You know, whether I make more because of my other job or if I'm still working, who knows what. But it's I have that. I have the whole movie now thing. I have the podcast, like the False 9, and it's just like those are the main 3 things I'm working for. Like the podcast, obviously, my marketing stuff, and then podcast, False 9, and the whole marketing stuff, and just moving out. You know, because I think I figured out a lot of myself already. It's just now just taking the action and just putting it in place. That I will say is this, like, I know like what I want to do. As far as right now, it's like it's not like I need to do this, I need to do that. Like I'm not figuring nothing out, and I don't say that in a bad way. I feel like I already figured it out. So it's just like, okay, now I need to take action. And it's kind of weird how it happened, like timely, how it happened to happen, like how it did. Basically, I was going back to Texas. Because, dude, I literally figured out almost everything in my head. Like, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Blah, blah, blah. Literally, like, mid-December, it was like, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. You getting sleepy? And then the whole video edit thing was just a couple, 3 weeks ago was when I wanted to take it more serious. And then just last week, I started taking it more serious on Adobe and just a free, or just random video. Just, let me just do something with it. And it's just like, I'm just starting to know what I want to do. So... yeah, I don't think I have to figure out much. It's just doing it, and just doing it every day. That's it. I figure out small things here and there, like like I should start eating fish more, or I should, little shit like that. But that's how I see Texas, man. But I'm also scared. Not scared, and I'm not too scared about it because I don't think there's anything that can strike me when I go back. Like nothing, and it could be dark. Like, I'm being honest, bro. I don't think nothing can distract me over there. Like, and I feel like a lot of people are gonna take that the wrong way. Including family and friends. It's like, oh, you're back. Like, I thought you would spend more time here with us. And it's just like that. It's not like that right now, fam. I'll let y'all know I love y'all and stuff. Or I tell my friends, like, oh yeah, cool. Not today though. But we'll see. But how I will say this, kind of end of the podcast now. We're 19 episodes in. 3rd episode this week. It's crazy. How do you feel about the whole 19 episodes? I know we kind of touch a little bit here and there, but
well, we've definitely made progress.
Yeah.
Progress. I don't know what else to say about it, man. Like it's been awesome. It's been a great journey. No complaints.
It's so crazy to think that we have a fucking podcast. That's the one thing. Like we have a fucking podcast. Sometimes I forget about it, bro. Yeah. And that's not like it's not like I don't care about it, but it's just like it's just almost like it's not true. Like it's not real.
Yeah.
It's almost too good to be true. Even though we only have like fucking 7 listeners a podcast, but still. It's cool.
At least we have one though.
Yeah, 19 episodes in. I don't know how many weeks, but yeah, it is crazy.
19 weeks.
No. It would be 20 weeks on the day of the 22nd because we skipped one. So it's 20 weeks on the 22nd. But I mean, fuck, man. I don't know. I just want to know, like, what are your thoughts? That we've gotten to this point, end of a season. Like, who would have known?
My thoughts, dude, like, it's so hard to find the words for it, man. I didn't think we'd actually get this far. Just to keep it true, I don't think we did. And this is the season finale, and I guess the new season's gonna begin. And it's just like,
I think the new season's gonna be a lot more energetic.
I was gonna say the exact same word: energetic and exciting. Definitely, bro. We're gonna be in new surrounding, a new setting. It'll be
like a lot more better experience, newer stories, experiences. So it's gonna be different.
That's what I'm excited for the most, like the new stories, bro.
It's gonna be like this week, we talked, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think of anything specific I wanted to say. 19 episodes in.
Mm-hmm.
It's just crazy to think that like we started it. you know, and then how much it means to us now, and then the fact that, you know, we're taking to a podcast to Texas, and it's kind of sad leaving this place or this setting behind and moving on. Even though I kind of like you know, I don't want to say like fuck this place, but I'm just saying I don't really like this place that much, you know, if I'm being honest. But I mean, it does what it does, you know. It is what it is. But it's just kind of like, damn, like we really moving the False Nine to Texas and changing the setting and kind of changing our lives in the process of this podcast too. So it's kind of special to me that we're sharing the experience, not just like within each other, but with the podcast and the podcast with the audience, to whoever's listening. So it's gonna be kind of cool that, you know, they get to see all this, the transitions, the lighting, the mics, the two stands that we use back here. The background's gonna be different. The table's gonna be different. We're not gonna take this table with us. Yeah. David Goggins still gonna be here. The cactus, maybe, hopefully. Yeah. I feel like it's kind of like good luck, bro. It's always been there, I think.
Since the start.
Yeah. So we should definitely take it with us.
Yeah, we will.
But it's just crazy to think that we've came not a long. I don't think we. I mean, you could say a long way, but I don't want to say a long way because I see it in perspective on where I want to go with this podcast, you know?
Okay.
It's like still beginning.
It is.
Beginning stages, you know? But fuck. It's crazy. It's been a journey. Mm-hmm. And just being here since fucking July 4th, it's been a journey. Mm-hmm. It's been an interesting journey. And it's been like, you look back and you're like, wow. As far as me, I'm just like, wow, like, fuck, I really did some crazy shit last year, you know? Or like, especially last year in general, I did some crazy shit. But I'm talking about like ever since, you know, I got here. You know, it's been crazy. I'm like, yo, take me to the gym, sign me up. We played basketball. I don't even know. There's probably a lot more things we did that I can't think about right now. You know, we got the whole cards. We did drop shipping. I don't know what else we did. I don't even know what the fuck we did in the beginning. You know, I don't know if we were fucking around a lot. I know I started working at Amazon a month later once I got here. But I can't think of much what the fuck we were doing when I first got here.
When we first got here?
Yeah, when I first got here, yeah.
Damn, we didn't do a lot still.
I don't think we did. That's why I can't think of shit. Mm-hmm. I don't think shit really started picking up for us till we got involved with more of the affiliate marketing or the marketing stuff. Like, I know I had you do some logos. You know, little shit like that, and then the whole thing with AJ, then the whole Texas thing, the little shop. It's interesting. I'm just like, damn. I look back and I'm like, fuck. A lot changed, you know. Mm-hmm. And I know I'm gonna go back home and it's gonna look the same, but I'm not gonna be the same, which is gonna like tweak me out a little bit, you know. And it's like when you leave, bro, and you come back here, everything's gonna be the same, bro. Mm. But you're not. Yeah. And it's gonna throw you off. You know, like, damn, that's kind of sad. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's how I feel. Well, that's how I don't fucking no. That's how I feel about like reflecting back on this whole podcast and the journey, because it's not just like the end of season. It's also the end of us being here. You know, we leave in 7 days. You know, and 7 days, hopefully, we should be asleep, getting some rest to wake up at 5 in the morning. You know, which I feel like it's not gonna happen. Mm-hmm. But I want it to happen, but I don't think it will. Just because Valentine's is that night too, and I know we're gonna be out, and we're probably gonna have a good time kicking it here too. Who the fuck knows?
One last.
Yeah. One last, I want it to be Friday, the last time, but we'll see. But I mean, it's the fucking end of. It's just the end of a
journey, but like a chapter, end of a chapter.
It's the end of a chapter, you know, and it's. I don't know if this is chapter 1 or chapter 4. Like, I really don't. I don't want to say it's chapter 1 because I think chapter 1 started maybe a couple months or years back, individually. You know, and it's just like, oh, you know, in chapter 4, this kid drove to, you know, his cousin's house and blah 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 blah. You know,
and chapter 7, October. You know, created the podcast. There's a lot of pages and chapters in this journey, bro.
And it's crazy to think. Basically, this is the end of a book. Fuck it. It's the end of the book, part 1.
Part 1, part 2 coming up.
Yeah, you know, it's like a fucking movie. You know, the something number 1, Spider-Man 1. You know, Spider-Man 2.
This guy.
We're going on 2 right now, bro. Season 2. It's the second journey. second phase of it. Who the fuck knows? But it's number 2.
Yeah, man.
And I'm never gonna forget the times we had here, the podcast episodes. I can't wait to look back at our YouTube like we did today.
Yeah.
And be like, holy shit, you know.
And we barely touched on the YouTube, or like our own YouTube channel, our videos today.
It's the first time I think we both looked at it together.
Yeah, and it was just like, oh,
this shit's weird. It's funny.
Yeah.
But I mean, guys and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh Jesus.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of the podcast. This is episode 119.
Season 2.
Season 2 is coming up.
It's kind of sad to say like bye to this podcast, because I know like, you know, after today I'm gonna put everything up probably later this week, and it's like damn, and it's like sad, like it's just the end of a journey. Mm-hmm. It's like, and it's the first time I've ever experienced. No, that's probably the second time, because school was a journey too. But you know, this one's most like touching for me. This journey, and it's crazy that in 7 days it's gonna be. It's the end of it. It's just like the time came, and it's time to move on to better things. And it's just like, damn. As much as it sucked sometimes, it was special. And the whole journey started the podcast, and the podcast means a lot to me. So the journey means a lot to me.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, guys, that's the end of season 1. I think our realest fan is probably Jose.
Yeah.
I wonder who else is out there. If you've listened every episode, please hit us up on Instagram at officialfalse9 and just let us know that you're a fan. We just want to know.
Why not? Yeah.
You know, cause fuck, I know Jose's been a fan.
Yeah.
You know, no question.
No question about it.
And we're gonna give back. We're gonna give back to Jose one day, but
definitely.
If you're a fan that we don't know about and you're listening, hit us up. Let us know. But yeah, guys, I mean, see you in Texas. If you listen to the end of the podcast, just know that a lot of better things are coming for the podcast. And we're going to try and continue to grow this podcast.
Definitely.
I don't know if you want to say anything else.
No, man, let's wrap it up. Let's wrap up season 1.
Season 1. That's the end of it. No more podcasts here on this table, in this setting.
Let's say goodbye. Come on, we have to like, bro, like...
It's just like it's hard to say goodbye, bro.
But we have to. This is the last time.
Say goodbye to the camera.
Let's just say goodbye to the camera.
To the camera.
We never say goodbye to the camera.
I know. Make sure
we never look at it.
Speak right now.
We never look at the camera. Guys, this is goodbye.
Ladies and gents, yeah, that's the end of season 1. I mean, shit, and we got many more to come. Many more seasons, many more episodes. And we can't wait, because I'm telling you guys, the journey is just starting. Yeah. You know, I know we've said that before, but it's still the beginning.
This is just the beginning. Season 2 coming up next week.
In Texas.
In Texas. Peace.